about this love.
How you guys doing today? You tuned into About This Love podcast with myself, Dale, and my beautiful wife, Sherelle. Say what's up to the peoples.
What's up, people?
On today's episode, we were going to continue the conversation, intentional dating leading to marriage. One of the things that we really wanted to focus on today is that in the past, we've actually known people who have kind of almost missed the person that God sent them because of their own preference. Earlier, my wife made a comment where you still have to be attracted to the person. Well, yeah, I would definitely agree. But sometimes a lot of our preferences, like sometimes whenever me and my wife having a conversation and she'll say something to me, sometimes I'll ask a question. I'm like, well, who created that as a rule? And really what I'm asking is, what in your mind, who deemed that to be a rule? It's like, well, just like whatever it is, like, well, I like a woman that's 5'5", he say 5'5", thick in the thighs. You'd be like, okay, but it's like, okay, like earlier we were all chuckling, but I was like, I'm from the South, and it's normal for me to see interracial couples, and it's normal everywhere. I was having a conversation with some folks that are from up north, and they're like, yeah, that's that down south ish. And I'm like, huh? They was like, man, ain't nobody bringing home nobody that can't use my comb. And I'm like, and when they said it, I was like, what? But I think that the point they were making is the point, why I brought that up is to say that if God brought them their soulmate who wasn't their exact color, then you would miss the mark. And I think sometimes we can become so dogmatic that unfortunately, that's what happens. The Lord may present something to me, but it's not it's not what I want or the way I want it, so I reject it, and I think that oftentimes that's kind of just what people do. Earlier tonight, we were having a conversation, and one of the conversations that we had was that the Bible verse that says God is not a respecter of persons. And one of the things that about my spiritual father was saying is that oftentimes we think we dictate to God like what goes on. Like he was like, we'll tell God, well, God, I work Monday through Friday, so I'm available on weekends. So you just make sure it's from 8 to 5. You're like, wait a minute, like I'm God, but that's just how arrogant sometimes we can be or prideful. So it's like the creator of the universe has presented me with a gift of a soulmate, and my response is, I don't date the blank race or this race or that race. I don't date that joint. And it's like we'll miss what the Lord has presented to us because of a dogmatic mentality. And I think that I just want to remind people to be open. Like on a few episodes back, we actually spoke about we knew somebody who was presented with a gentleman, nice guy, but I guess the individual wasn't what she liked in a man. And to this day, it's like 10 years ago. It's like to this day, the person's still unmarried. It's like, that's just a perfect example. It's like a person may not be what you are used to or what you may deem likable. And when I say likable, I don't mean like attractive, because my wife, she said when she met me, she thought I was a clown. So it's like, that's what I mean.